Why now? Why did Jungkook finally speak out, and why did he mention Taehyung? Just 30 minutes ago, everything changed. The fandom was quiet. Some armies were busy analyzing old clips. Some were waiting for new photo shoots. Others were simply rewatching Run BTS episodes to relive the laughter. But all of that stopped. The moment Jungkook opened his mouth and said, "I can't stay silent anymore." Wait, what? Was that really Jungkook? Yes. It was him. And what made this moment even more heart-stopping? The name he said next. It's about Taehyung. In just 5 words, Jungkook flipped the entire fandom upside down. And in 5 seconds, he reminded everyone that behind the dazzling lights, behind the stage performances, behind every "I'm okay," there's a storm brewing. One we never saw coming. What happened to Taehyung? Why is Jungkook choosing to speak now, after months of silence, after weeks of smiles, after what seemed like nothing was wrong? Or was everything wrong all along for the past few months? Something has been off. Armies noticed it, but no one dared to say it aloud. Taehyung's social media presence had gone from vibrant to distant. His posts, when they came, felt hollow, filtered, empty.
And Jungkook?
He began singing sorrowful songs during his lives. Lyrics about longing, about distance, about someone who used to be close, but now feels so far away. Could those have been silent screams? Could Jungkook have been crying out this whole time, just not with words? And now, finally, the dam is broken. I've tried to hold it in, but I just can't anymore. This is about Taehyung. I'm worried about him. Those weren't lyrics. That wasn't part of a script. That was real concern, real emotion, real fear from Jungkook. But why? What is happening to Taehyung? Is he okay? Is this about health, about mental pressure, about something we've never even imagined? Jungkook didn't go into full detail.
Not yet.
But his eyes said more than his words ever could. There was pain there. A deep, unspoken sadness. A bond being pulled, stretched, maybe even broken. And armies everywhere are now asking the same question. Is something wrong between Jungkook and Taehyung? Let's go back. Remember those legendary moments between them? The V-Live where they laughed so hard they cried? The interviews where they glanced at each other and understood everything without a word? The behind-the-scenes videos where Jungkook would quietly wait for Taehyung, even if it meant standing alone. Those weren't scripted. That was real friendship, real love, real history. SOY now, does that history feel like it's turning into a mystery? Could it be something that happened behind closed doors? Could it be the pressure of fame, the distance of time, the silence that grows between two people who once shared everything? Or is it something even deeper? Fans are speculating. Tweets are exploding. Theories are everywhere. Some say Taehyung has been quietly going through something painful. Some believe Jungkook has been trying to protect him all along, but finally cracked under the pressure of hiding the truth. Could this be the truth? Could Jungkook be reaching out not just to Taehyung, but to us, the fans? Asking for help in the only way he knows how. He didn't cry, but his voice trembled. He didn't shout, but the weight behind his words hit like thunder. I care about him. I miss him, and I don't know how to fix it. That broke everyone, because if even Jungkook, golden, strong, composed Jungkook, feels helpless, what must Taehyung be going through? And the silence from Taehyung, that hurts even more. He hasn't responded.
Not yet.
But maybe he doesn't need to. Maybe this is bigger than a response. Maybe this is a story that's been unfolding for months, and we're only now seeing the cracks in the surface. So we ask again. Where's Taehyung now? Is he okay? Will he and Jungkook talk again? Smile again? Sing together again? And the biggest question that haunts every army heart tonight, is this the beginning of the end or the painful start of something healing? What we do know is that this silence between them didn't happen overnight. You don't wake up one day and suddenly forget how it feels to laugh with someone who once knew your soul better than you knew it yourself. This kind of distance grows slowly, like a shadow creeping across the room until you no longer feel the warmth of the sunlight. Jungkook's voice was soft, but firm. Every word was measured, as if he'd rehearsed them in his head 1,000 times. Not because he didn't know what to say, but because he was scared of what would happen after he said it. And when he finally did, it felt like the dam broke not only inside him, but inside every army heart. Sometimes, he said, eyes fixed downward, you think things will last forever. And maybe that's the mistake. Thinking nothing will change. Forever. That word. The one we clung to during every group hug, every encore, every moment BTS stood together and said, let's stay together for a long time. But what happens when one member drifts? When silence grows louder than words? Was Taehyung drifting away, or was he pulled away? That's the fear no one wants to speak out loud, because we've seen the cracks. We've seen Taehyung show up to events but not really be there. We've heard the slight tiredness in his voice, noticed the way he avoids certain questions, the long pauses before answering, and now we've heard Jungkook say it. I've been trying to reach him.
I have.
But it's like he's not there. Or maybe he doesn't want me to reach him. That kind of confession, you don't make that unless your heart is breaking. Fans everywhere are trying to piece it together. Was it the solo schedules? The physical distance? The weight of military service? Or was it something even deeper, something emotional, personal, something that happened off camera that we'll never fully understand? The timeline is blurry, but the pain? That's clear. Jungkook has always protected BTS. Always. Even when he was hurting, he smiled. Even when he was exhausted, he danced. Even when he wanted to cry, he performed. So for him to admit he can't protect this, to admit he feels powerless watching Taehyung slip away, it's not just heartbreaking, it's terrifying. And yet, even now, he doesn't blame him. There's no anger. I'm not upset with him. I miss him. 3 words that I miss him. 3 words that shattered the illusion that everything was okay. That reminded us even the strongest hearts can ache. That maybe, behind all the bright lights, there's still a boy who just wants his best friend back. Taehyung and Jungkook were never just close. They were soulmates in every sense. Laughing without needing jokes. Comforting each other without needing words. There was a rhythm to their bond, like a song only they could hear. So what broke the harmony? Some fans point to specific moments. A missing interaction here. A skipped comment there. Others rewind to that one live stream months ago where Taehyung seemed distant and Jungkook's face dropped for a split second. Were we supposed to notice? Did they hope we wouldn't? But armies feel everything. We notice the smallest things. The missing eye contact. The shorter hugs. The way they now sit slightly apart in group photos. And now, for the first time, those suspicions have a voice, Jungkook's voice, and it's trembling. I don't want people to think this is a fight. It's not. It's confusion.
Pain.
It's the kind of pain you feel when someone you love is hurting and you don't know how to help. Those words hit harder than any confession ever could. Because this wasn't about drama. This wasn't about betrayal or anger. This was about loss. Not the kind that comes with funerals or distance. The kind that comes when 2 people are still here, still breathing, still sharing the same sky, but feel a million miles apart. And now every army is asking, what happened between them? Can it be healed? Will Taehyung respond? We wait, some with hope, some with fear, but all with love, because we've walked this journey with them for years. Through tears, through joy, through uncertainty. We saw their beginnings, their struggles, their rise, their bond that we believed in forever. But forever, it seems, has its storms too, and in this moment, this aching, uncertain moment, we're left holding on to a single, fragile hope that maybe, just maybe, Jungkook speaking up isn't the end of something. Maybe it's the beginning of healing, because if there's one thing we know about BTS, it's this. They don't give up on each other, and neither will we. The silence that followed Jungkook's confession wasn't just in the room where he spoke. It spread across the world like a wave. Fans stopped. Phones dropped. Tweets froze. TikTok edits halted. Because in that moment, nothing else mattered. Not the next comeback. Not the concert rumors. Not even solo achievements, just one thing mattered. What's happening to Taehyung, and how much is Jungkook hurting because of it? And the most haunting part, Taehyung hasn't said a word, not a single response, an "oh post," an "oh story," an "oh cryptic message" in a song, just silence. And sometimes silence is louder than screams. Some fans believe he saw the live stream. Some say he was watching in real time. Others believe he's been reading every comment, every trend, every theory. But whether he's watching or not, one thing is certain. He feels it, he feels us. Because Taehyung has always been in tune with ARMY. His art, his voice, his expressions, they've always spoken when words fail. And yet now, when the world is waiting for his side, he says nothing. Did I ask? He afraid? Is he overwhelmed? Or is he in pain so deep he doesn't even know how to begin? We don't know, and that's what's breaking everyone. But what we do know, what Jungkook made clear, is that this isn't a moment of anger. It's a moment of grief, of longing, of fear, fear that something sacred is slipping away. You could hear it in his breath, in the pause between sentences.